Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure seekers. Today, first up, we are diving deep into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 1982 Lincoln Memorial Penny. But not just any penny, we are talking about a very specific, highly sought-after version, the 1982 copper-plated zinc variety with brown spotting, preserved in very fine condition. This coin is turning heads in the rare coin market today and has become a true hidden gem among collectors. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this is one coin you will want to know everything about. So get ready, because what may look like just a 1-cent piece could actually be worth a lot more in today's collector world. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first United States coin to feature a real person's portrait. Fast forward to 1959, and the Lincoln Memorial was added to the reverse, celebrating Lincoln's lasting legacy. But it is the year 1982 that stands out in a very special way in the world of pennies. That year marked a critical transition in the composition of the coin. Due to the rising cost of copper, the United States Mint made a major change, switching from 95% copper coins to a copper-plated zinc composition. During this switch, both types of coins were minted, and that makes 1982 unique, with multiple variations in weight, composition, and even die characteristics. Among these, the copper-plated zinc penny with distinctive brown toning and very fine detail is gaining incredible momentum among collectors. What makes the 1982 copper-plated zinc Lincoln Memorial Penny truly stand out is its complex history and distinct physical features. This variety is lighter than its copper predecessor, weighing in at 2.5 grams compared to 3.11 grams. While most might overlook it as just a change in material, experts and collectors know this is a sign of a transitional period, often associated with minting anomalies and rare varieties. On top of that, the coin we are discussing today has developed beautiful brown spotting due to natural aging and oxidation, a unique toning that adds character and authenticity. Coins in very fine condition from this transitional year, especially with this eye-catching patina, are increasingly seen as desirable pieces, often distinguished by sharper details in Lincoln's profile and the architectural lines of the memorial. In the world of coin collecting, rarity combined with excellent condition drives demand, and the 1982 Lincoln Memorial Penny hits that mark. While billions were minted in 1982, the existence of multiple varieties, large date, small date, copper, zinc combined with condition grading, means not all 1982 pennies are equal. The copper-plated zinc with brown spotting in very fine condition is not as easy to find as one might think. Most circulating coins from that era have worn down, lost detail, or corroded. But coins that have retained their integrity and fine detail, while showing signs of natural aging, like spotting, are now being chased by collectors who want to capture a slice of numismatic history. This very fine condition, along with the zinc-based composition and transitional characteristics, positions this coin as a standout in the collector community. Let us talk value, because that's what really gets attention in today's collector market. While face value might be just 1 cent, the collector value is climbing rapidly. The 1982 copper-plated zinc penny in very fine condition is commanding increasing prices in private sales, auctions, and even online marketplaces. Depending on the demand and specific eye appeal of the spotting and preservation, these coins have been fetching values significantly above face, often between $155,000 and sometimes more if the coin shows unique toning, strong definition, or ties to a rare die variety. This isn't just a coin, it's a growing investment. As more collectors enter the market, and as supplies of well-preserved 1982 transitional pennies dwindle, the market value is expected to climb even higher. This coin is no longer just pocket change, it is a serious player in the numismatic arena. For collectors looking to add this coin to their collection, or perhaps already owning one without realizing its full potential, here is what to keep in mind. Always check the weight. A zinc penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's hair, the lettering, and the Lincoln Memorial columns. Brown spotting can actually be a plus, giving the coin unique character. Store the coin properly to prevent further degradation, and consider having it professionally graded to authenticate its condition and variety. The 1982 transition year is packed with variety, so having a coin expert confirm the type can dramatically increase its market appeal. Don't overlook coins with toning in today's market. Collectors value originality and natural aging more than artificial perfection. In conclusion, the 1982 copper-plated zinc Lincoln Memorial penny, especially those with beautiful brown spotting and preserved in very fine condition, is much more than just an old coin. It is a historical artifact, a collectible treasure, and a rising star in the world of coin investing. With its unique features, rich background, and growing rarity, this penny proves that sometimes the smallest coins hold the biggest stories and values. If you come across one, hold on to it, because in the collector market today, this coin is truly worth its weight in gold. Keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate what might be hiding in your change jar. Next up, we are diving into the fascinating world of United States coinage, shining a spotlight on one of the most intriguing and visually striking coins circulating among collectors today, the 1980 United States of America 1-cent Lincoln Memorial penny, with a rare red and white layered appearance, presented in very fine condition. This isn't just any penny, it is a piece of American history with unique qualities that make it stand out in the world of numismatics. If you are a collector, or even someone just starting out, this is the kind of coin you will definitely want to pay close attention to. To begin, let us look back at the history and background of the Lincoln Memorial penny. First minted in 1959, the Lincoln Memorial cent replaced the earlier wheat cent and was introduced to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the reverse features the majestic Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of freedom and unity. The obverse retains the classic portrait of Lincoln by Victor David Brenner, a design element that has endured for over a century. By 1980, the Lincoln Memorial penny had become a staple of American currency, yet the 1980 issue, particularly those with unique surface layers, would gain special attention decades later. What sets the 1980 Lincoln Memorial cent apart in this discussion is the extraordinary red and white layered toning observed on some specimens, like the one we are highlighting today. This visually distinctive appearance is not standard and is believed to be the result of unusual environmental or minting conditions, such as planchet composition variations or exposure to specific chemical interactions shortly after minting. The combination of red, typically indicating a copper brilliance, and white or silvery toning across the surface gives the coin a stunning two-tone effect, often admired for its beauty and uniqueness. These aesthetic traits are highly appealing to collectors who seek coins that stand out from the ordinary. Now, let us talk about rarity and condition. While billions of Lincoln cents were minted in 1980, finding one with a striking red and white layer in very fine condition is a completely different story. Most circulated pennies from this year are worn, corroded, or lack the vibrant surface appearance that collectors desire. Very fine condition indicates light wear on the high points with nearly full detail, and when combined with the rare toning, this coin transforms from a simple cent into a collector's treasure. As more people recognize the aesthetic and historical value of these red and white 1980 pennies, demand is growing rapidly in the collectible market. In today's action-packed coin market, this coin is commanding attention and drawing in serious offers. Depending on the intensity and distribution of the red and white layering, as well as the preservation of its fine details, this penny can fetch prices significantly above face value. Some collectors and dealers report these coins selling in the range of $162,000, particularly when authenticated and encapsulated by professional grading services. The unique visual appeal adds premium value, and the fact that these pieces are harder to find in this condition makes them a hot commodity in auctions and private sales alike. For collectors looking to add a 1980 red and white layered Lincoln Memorial penny to their collection, a few tips can go a long way. First, always examine coins under proper lighting to identify unique toning patterns and ensure they have not been artificially altered. Seek out reputable sellers or consider submitting your coin for professional grading to confirm authenticity and enhance market value. Networking with other collectors and staying active in numismatic communities can also give you an edge in spotting these gems before they hit mainstream listings. With increasing awareness of their value, more eyes are on these coins, and now is a prime time to act. In conclusion, the 1980 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny with red and white layered toning in very fine condition is more than just a small piece of copper. It is a rare and rising star in the coin collecting world. Its blend of historical importance, visual uniqueness, and emerging demand positions it as a must-have for collectors who appreciate both art and legacy in their coins. Next up, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of one of America's most iconic and often underestimated coins, the 1974 Lincoln Memorial penny. At first glance, it may seem like just another piece of pocket change, but in reality, this humble 1-cent coin holds a wealth of history, uniqueness, and growing value in today's booming collector market. If you have got a 1974 penny with those natural brown spots and it is in very fine condition, you might be holding a hidden treasure with real potential. So stick around, because what you are about to learn could change the way you see every penny in your possession. The Lincoln Memorial penny was first introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the famous wheat penny. Designed by Frank Gasparro, the coin featured Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and the Grand Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a symbol of national pride and reverence. By the time 1974 rolled around, millions of these pennies had been struck, but that year held special significance in the United States. Minting history. There was growing talk of changing the composition of the cent to aluminum due to rising copper prices. Though the aluminum versions never made it into circulation, the standard copper-based 1974 pennies remain emblematic of that era of transition and uncertainty in American coinage. These coins, especially when naturally aged and well-preserved, now stand as a testament to that historical period. What sets the 1974 Lincoln Memorial penny apart isn't just its classic design or historical context, but the natural beauty that time bestows on it. A 1974 penny with brown spots may at first seem flawed, but in reality, these natural toning marks are signs of genuine age and authenticity, a feature many seasoned collectors appreciate. These brown spots develop over time as the copper reacts subtly with air and moisture, and when they appear in attractive patterned ways on a very fine coin, they can enhance its uniqueness and appeal. Combine that with the sharpness of the strike, legible lettering, and the well-preserved details of Lincoln's bust and the memorial, and you've got a coin that collectors are actively seeking out for its originality and aesthetic charm. While the mintage numbers for the 1974 penny were high, finding one today in very fine condition with distinct brown toning is far less common than you might think. The rarity isn't in the sheer numbers, it's in the survival of these coins in such excellent condition. Most circulated coins from that era are worn down, scratched, or corroded beyond interest. A very fine 1974 penny with minimal wear and eye-catching toning stands out as a collector's dream. The demand is driven by collectors who crave authentic pieces that have stood the test of time without losing their core features. In auctions and private sales, these coins are consistently drawing attention and respect, especially when they retain their luster and unique coloration. Let us talk dollars, because yes, that single cent can be worth much more in today's market. Depending on the specific eye appeal, preservation, and historical interest, very fine 1974 Lincoln Memorial pennies with attractive brown toning are fetching impressive prices. Collectors are willing to pay $175,000 or even more per coin when the condition is exceptional and the toning adds that unique edge. Coins in top-tier conditions, especially those certified by grading services, can command even higher values. In coin shows and online auctions, we have seen bidding wars over these seemingly common coins, which goes to show the increasing awareness and appreciation for their rarity and historical value. What was once just a penny in your change is now a potential investment asset in the numismatic market. For those of you eager to find or preserve a 1974 Lincoln Memorial penny, focus on condition first. Look for coins with clear details, minimal wear, and natural brown toning that enhances rather than distracts. Store them in protective holders to prevent further environmental exposure, and consider having them graded for authentication and market credibility. Building a collection around unique toning or specific mint years like 1974 can also make your collection stand out. Visit coin shows, estate sales, or simply check your old coin jars. You never know what treasures you might uncover. The 1974 Lincoln Memorial penny, especially in very fine condition with distinct brown toning, is far more than just spare change. It is a piece of American history, an artistic marvel, and a rising star in the coin collecting world. As more collectors awaken to its unique beauty and story, demand is only set to grow. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a new enthusiast, keeping an eye out for these coins can be both exciting and rewarding. Next up, we are shining the spotlight on one of the most intriguing and sought-after coins in American numismatics, the 1970 Lincoln Memorial penny, specifically the one minted in Denver, identified by its iconic D mint mark. If you have come across a 1970 D penny that features subtle grey spotting and shows signs of wear consistent with a very fine condition, you might be holding on to a small coin with a surprisingly big value in today's collector market. Let us explore the full story behind this rare cent and why it is catching the attention of serious collectors nationwide. The 1970 Lincoln Memorial penny marks an important period in United States coinage. Struck during an era of transition and cultural change, this coin not only carries historical value but also represents the last decade before major design and composition shifts began in the 1980s. The Lincoln Memorial design, which first appeared in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, remained iconic for decades. What sets the 1970 with D issue apart is its relatively lower mintage compared to other years, and a combination of striking anomalies and aging patterns that make certain specimens exceptionally desirable. Minted in Denver, these coins were produced with great attention to detail, yet over time, certain variations like grey spotting and slight off-strikes have increased their appeal to collectors who seek uniqueness and historical depth. The 1970 with D Lincoln penny holds a unique place due to its striking features. The obverse showcases the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, sculpted with precision, while the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, detailed enough that one can see the tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside. What makes some of these coins stand out even more are the natural grey spots that have developed over time, a visual trait often resulting from oxidization or specific environmental storage conditions. These grey spots, when combined with a very fine grade that preserves the key design elements and textural depth, contribute to its uniqueness. Unlike damage or corrosion, the grey spotting can give the coin a distinguished aged appearance, increasing its visual and collectible appeal. The presence of the D mint mark further narrows down its origin and solidifies its place in a smaller group of collectible specimens. Collectors today are always on the lookout for coins that combine historical relevance, design integrity, and unique features, and the 1970 with D penny in very fine condition with grey spotting ticks all those boxes. Although millions of pennies were struck in 1970, only a small fraction remain in collectible condition, and even fewer exhibit the desirable aging and spotting that elevate their interest among advanced numismatists. A very fine grade indicates light to moderate wear, with all major design elements clearly visible, making it perfect for display and appraisal. What enhances the coin's rarity is not just its age or condition, but the specific visual characteristics that make each piece slightly different. such as gray speckling, luster retention, and the clean legibility of Lincoln's features and the memorial structure. For collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents or 20th century American coinage, this version of the 1970 with D penny is a must-have that rarely sits on the market for long. In today's action-packed coin market, demand for the 1970 with D Lincoln Memorial penny with these distinct traits has surged. Serious collectors and investors recognize its growing scarcity, and auctions across the country have reflected this momentum. While an ordinary 1970 with D penny might hold face value, one in very fine condition with natural grey spotting can command significant premiums. Depending on its visual appeal and market timing, values can range into $183,000, with certain well-preserved or uniquely spotted examples reaching even higher in auction settings. Online platforms and coin shows consistently showcase these coins among highlighted listings, drawing attention from both veteran collectors and newcomers alike. It is not just about owning a penny, it is about possessing a tangible piece of American history with financial potential that far outweighs its face value. If you are fortunate enough to come across a 1970 with D Lincoln penny with grey spotting and sharp detail, protect it immediately. Store it in a dry, airtight holder to preserve its condition and prevent further oxidization. When evaluating its value, always consult with reputable grading services to confirm its grade, especially since even slight differences can make a big impact on market price. Keep your eyes open at estate sales, coin shops, and even everyday change. These hidden gems often turn up where you least expect. Networking with other collectors and attending coin conventions can also lead to opportunities to buy or trade for a high-quality 1970 with D penny. Remember, in the world of numismatics, knowledge and timing are everything, and right now, the time is ripe for adding this beauty to your collection. To sum it all up, the 1970 with D Lincoln Memorial penny, with grey spotting in very fine condition, is much more than just small change. It is a rare, valuable, and visually captivating coin that bridges the gap between historical charm and investment potential. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone just beginning their journey into coin collecting, this penny deserves your attention. With increasing demand and a finite number of high-quality specimens available, this is one coin that is proving just how powerful a single cent can be in the right hands. Next up, we are diving deep into one of the hidden gems of American coinage, the 1968 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark. You may think it is just another old cent, but think again. This coin, especially when found with brown toning and in very fine condition, is quickly becoming one of the most talked about pieces in the collector's world today. This isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American history with rising value and exceptional appeal to investors and passionate collectors alike. Let us start with a little history. The Lincoln Memorial cent was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the iconic wheat penny design. By 1968, the United States Mint had resumed the use of mint marks after a brief pause, and coins were being struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, the coins minted in Philadelphia carried no mint mark, which is exactly what makes the 1968 no mint mark penny a distinctive and notable find. Issued during a time of social and political change in America, this penny is more than a currency unit. It is a historical artifact that carries the spirit of a transformative era in United States history. Now, what makes this coin stand out from the rest? The 1968 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gives it that classic, rich tone. Over time, many of these coins develop natural brown spots due to oxidation, a feature that, rather than detracting from value, adds to the unique character of the coin. When found in very fine condition, with the details on Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial still sharp and clear, it becomes an irresistible piece for collectors. The original design by Victor David Brenner on the obverse and Frank Gasparo's architectural tribute on the reverse offer an enduring artistic quality that elevates this penny far beyond face value. Rarity and condition play a massive role in determining collector demand, and this is where the 1968 no mint mark penny truly shines. Despite being circulated, examples with brown patina and minimal wear are increasingly difficult to come by. Most of these coins were used in daily transactions and lost to time, making well-preserved specimens highly desirable. Collectors are now chasing after this penny, not only for its age and design, but because of its evolving scarcity in top-grade conditions. The demand is on the rise, and those who already own one in very fine or better condition are sitting on a quietly powerful asset. Let's talk numbers, because that is what every collector wants to hear. In today's action-packed collector's market, the 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny is commanding impressive prices. While the common assumption might be that pennies are worth only a cent, that is not the case here. Depending on the overall appearance, luster, and detail sharpness, these coins can fetch anywhere from $192,000, especially if they exhibit unique toning, original patina, and come certified in high grades. The coin's vintage appeal and historical context are pushing its market value to new heights. Auction houses and online marketplaces have seen rising bids on these specific pennies, with enthusiasts recognizing the growing trend and jumping in before values climb even higher. For collectors looking to add this exceptional coin to their treasure chest, here are a few helpful tips to ensure you are getting the best of the best. Always examine the coin under good lighting to check for strong detail on Lincoln's hair, jawline, and the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Look for natural brown toning that adds to its authenticity. Avoid polished or altered coins. Certified grading adds significant value, so if you believe your penny is in very fine condition or better, consider having it graded by a reputable service. Patience, knowledge, and a keen eye are key to identifying coins with the highest collector demand and investment potential. In conclusion, the 1968 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark is a powerhouse in the world of rare coins. From its historical roots to its distinctive features and rising market demand, this coin offers not just nostalgic value, but genuine investment potential. Brown spots, very fine condition, and the absence of a mint mark all contribute to its increasing desirability in today's competitive collector's market. So if you have one, treasure it. If you are hunting for one, do not wait, because this rare cent is turning heads, breaking expectations, and proving that even a humble penny can be worth far more than anyone ever imagined. Next up, we are diving into an incredible gem in the world of numismatics, the 1971 with S. Lincoln Memorial penny with distinctive brown spots, graded in very fine condition. This isn't just any ordinary penny, it's a remarkable piece of American history with unique traits, a story behind its creation, and a skyrocketing presence in today's collector's market. If you are passionate about rare coins, or just curious about how a 1-cent piece can command a powerful dollar value today, you are in for a treat. Let's explore why this coin has become a hot item and why collectors everywhere are racing to own it. The 1971 with S. Lincoln Memorial penny is a product of the United States Mint's San Francisco branch. While Lincoln pennies have been a staple of American currency since 1909, the Memorial reverse design, which ran from 1959 to 2008, carries deep symbolic meaning, honoring one of the nation's most revered presidents. The S mint mark, placed just under the year, signifies its minting in San Francisco, a location often associated with producing lower mintage coins compared to Philadelphia or Denver, adding to the scarcity. In 1971, millions were struck, but finding one today in well-preserved condition, especially one with certain unique markings like natural brown toning or spotting, makes this version particularly desirable among serious collectors. What makes the 1971 with S. Lincoln Memorial penny stand out isn't just its age or mint mark. This specific variety, known for its brown toning and naturally developed spotting, gives each coin an individual appearance. No two look exactly alike. The brown coloration is a result of the natural oxidation process on copper, and instead of being a flaw, collectors now view this as a badge of authenticity and character. The coin, in very fine condition, still retains solid detail in Lincoln's bust and the intricate lines of the memorial building, signaling its resilience over decades. Combined with the S mint mark and distinct coloration, these coins carry a bold personality that is increasingly sought after. Although millions of Lincoln cents were minted in 1971, those bearing the letter S mint mark in very fine or better condition are becoming harder to find in the wild. Add to that the specific combination of natural brown spots and even wear, and you have a coin that is climbing the ranks of collector desirability. Coins in very fine condition indicate light but even wear and no major damage, maintaining sharp design details. This preservation, over more than 50 years, boosts its profile for numismatists. The law of supply and demand is clear. As fewer high-quality specimens remain in circulation, their value continues to rise, and so does the demand. When it comes to market value, the 1971 with S. Lincoln Memorial penny in very fine condition with brown spotting is seeing a surge in interest. Serious collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for these coins, especially when their originality and historical context are intact. In today's action-packed coin market, values can range from $184,000, depending on presentation, rarity, and uniqueness of the spotting pattern. Some exceptionally preserved examples, with particularly eye-catching patina or full original luster, have fetched even higher figures. It is not just a penny, it is a growing asset in the world of rare coins. If you are looking to acquire or profit from a 1971 with S. Lincoln Memorial penny, there are a few key strategies to keep in mind. Always look for coins that exhibit a natural, consistent brown tone. These are more prized than artificially cleaned examples. Check for a sharp strike, particularly around Lincoln's face and the memorial columns. The presence of the letter S mint mark is crucial, and authenticity must be confirmed by professionals or through reputable grading services. Store your coin in a protective case to prevent further oxidation, and consider professional grading to validate and potentially increase its market value. Joining online coin forums or local collector groups can also lead to insider tips and potential trading opportunities. The 1971 with S. Lincoln Memorial penny with brown spots in very fine condition represents far more than a piece of change. It is a historical artifact, a collector's prize, and a rising star in today's numismatic market. Its unique features, combined with growing rarity and strong demand, make it one of the most promising pennies to watch in the years ahead. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just stepping into the fascinating world of rare coins, this penny offers a golden opportunity. Don't overlook what a simple cent can become in the hands of those who recognize its true value. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more rare finds and market insights.